Introduction to transformation. Types of transformation are rotation, enlargement and delegation, translation, and reflection. How to master transformation. Step 1. Understand the definitions and description. Translation means slide. So moving a shape without rotating or flipping it, every point in the shape moves the same distance in the same direction. If a figure is simply moved to another location without a change to its shape or direction, it is called translation or slide. How to describe translation? First, you need to state the name of the transformation, which in this case is called translation. How to describe it? You use the vectors. A is the horizontal movement, which you know as the x-axis. So that if it's positive, right, you write the positive number. If it is left, you write a negative number. B is where the y value is. B is a vertical movement. If the value is positive, you go up, and if the value is negative, you go down. Reflection. Flipping a shape over a given line, creating a mirror image. You can reflect a figure using a line or a point, or all major line and angles are but in a mirror image. Example, figures reflected across the line L. You can fold the picture along the line. They supposed to have the same distance away from the mirror line, both shape. How to describe a reflection. State the name of the transformation, which is a reflection in this case. Identify the mirror line. Mirror line can be x equal 2 or y equal -4. Or it can either be the x-axis, the y-axis, or y equal x or x equal x. Rotation. It is a type of transformation where the object is rotated around a fixed point. It's called a point of rotation. Turning a shape around a fixed point, usually in the origin, by a given angle and direction. How to describe a rotation? State the name of transformation, which is called rotation in this case. The center of rotation, example 0, 0, or another point. The angle of rotation, it can be 90 degree, 180 degree, 270, or 360. The direction, clockwise, go where the clock is going. Anti-clockwise is go the opposite direction from the clock. Enlargement or dilation. Since a dilation changes the figure proportionate, it has a scale factor. So dilation or enlargement is a transformation which change the size of a figure but its shape. This is similarity transformation, changing the size of a shape while maintaining its proportion. When you're describing enlargement, you need to state the name of the transformation. In this case, it's called enlargement or dilation, and the scale factor. If to know the scale factor, if the scale factor is greater than 1, the shape is big. If the scale factor is a fraction or between 0 and 1, it shrink or reduce. If the value of the scale factor is equal to 0, the size change, no size change. And then you state the center of enlargement, the point from which the shape expand or reduce from. Alright, step 2, use visual aids and hands-on practice. Draw each transformation on a coordinate grid. Use tracing paper to physically rotate, reflect, or translate a shape. Or enlarge, use graphing tool like GeoGebra and Desmo to visualize the movements. So when you know how to watch my previous video on how to plot a point and how to draw up your Cartesian plate, you will know how to do all this. Step 3. Master the rule of each transformation. Translation, if they give you the vector for translation, you have to add the translation vector to it. And if it is negative, you have to subtract. But when you do so, you plot your point, or you can move on the graph based on it. You will watch the video. If translation, you can also move the point by counting translation vector, where A is the x value, where B is the y value. Use a vector. It always come x and y, but in this case, I just put A and B. Reflection, you swap the coordinate based on the line of reflection. You can count the distance from the vertices or the point to the mirror line, and then you count back the same distance on the opposite side. The coordinate, if the enlargement, multiply the coordinate by scale factor, and if the center of enlargement is 0, 0, so if the center of enlargement is not 0, 0, you have to try find another approach, will be in the enlargement video later. Rotation. Apply these rules if the center of rotation is 0, 0, and just plot your new coordinate when you finish apply the formula. And if the center is not 0, 0, you will learn new ways rotation videos later. Step 4. Solve practice problem. Start with simple transformation, one transformation at a time. Move to combined transformation, example, translation, and rotate or rotate the translation. Solve past paper question and real world problem. Step 5. Teach someone else or explain out. Explaining transformation to a friend or even to yourself will reinforce the understanding.